And how did you get into drums? Was there an inspiration, or do you come from a musical family?
No, definitely not. Well, my sister is a singer. So my sister's got a really good voice, but my mum and dad, maybe I was from the milkman, I don't know, but my dad, he's a, what do you call it, a plumber, a Heizung installer or whatever. So I don't think it comes from them. I don't know where it comes from actually, but I first started when I was 13. I got my first drum kit when I was 13. I did my first tour when I was 13, and I basically didn't stop. And my friend Dick, who's here, I played with Cryssis today. We met when we was 15, and then we had a 30-year break, and we came back together again. We played today, and it's really fun playing these old songs.
And did you teach it to yourself, or did you get lessons?
Well, in the start, I always knew that I had it. You know, I always wanted to play. Because in the school, I never got given the drum by the teacher. And I was like, give me that fucking drum, give me that drum. And I never got the drum. And so I always I kind of knew that I could do it. And I just started, and then after a year, I started to get lessons, which is always good to, you know, to get the mistakes ironed out a little bit, you know, but it came from the heart naturally. And then I thought, maybe this could go somewhere, you know, and here we are.
Before you walk on stage, do you have a ritual?
Yeah, I kind of do this kind of thing, you know, and a little bit of warming up, playing on the floor, 2 glasses of wine with the Hosen, 2 glasses of wine with Cryssis, maybe 5 glasses of wine, and with TV, maybe 10. But but that's not a good. Hey, kids, don't do that. But you know, warming up, half an hour, warming up, get the muscles loosened up here. That's very important.
And what is the best show you ever played so far? Is there one in your memory?
Oh my God, no, that's very, very difficult.
If you pick one highlight show where you say like, wow, that was incredible.
You know, it was like on the last tour when my son came on and played as well. He played 2 songs with us with his friend Meg. They came on in the middle of the Hosen set for 14 shows, and I was more nervous when they come on than when we was playing, you know. It was really, and that made it very special because it was like, my son's on the stage with me as well. So that was really great.
How old is he?
15. And that was really, those shows were great. But I mean, there's been lots of shows over the years. It can be at a small place as well. It doesn't have to be a big venue. You know, it can be like, you get that feeling. Oh, here we go. I love to play small clubs as well. I like the atmosphere of a small venue, but I also like the big ones. So I can't really put my finger on one show that was.
But what was the most embarrassing show you ever played?
Most embarrassing, probably back in the 80s when I played a show, and it was a horrible show, and we got really drunk before, and the singer took all my clothes off while I was playing, and I didn't notice. And I walked up, I'm like, I'm naked. And so that was quite embarrassing. But that you know, don't drink and play.
And the most embarrassing or worst show you ever played with the Toten Hosen? From your perspective?
Well, it's difficult. That's going to get me in trouble, you know. I don't want to get fired. But
maybe a show where you were having a tough time for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's so rehearsed that there's not. I don't think there was an embarrassing show, really. There was a few where I, of course, dropped sticks and whatever, but I can't think of one that was really embarrassing. But maybe I'll send you an email on that one.